So today I'm going to talk about your emotions, and this is actually one of the modules in my energy talks, and this is one of the fundamental principles that you need to understand in order to understand how energy works. So what I do is I describe your body. Imagine it's like a glass jar. So your body is an entire glass see-through jar, and what you put into your jar is what you're made up of. So for example, let's pretend that in this jar, we're going to place marbles into our jars. So when you're feeling happy, when you're feeling a lot of joy and love and all of those nice things, imagine you're putting these small, light and bright marbles into your jar, and they kind of float towards the top of the jar because they're so wonderful, light and airy. Now imagine when you have emotions such as hatred, such as anger, such as resentment, such as grief. Now imagine those marbles coming into your jars, and they're a lot bigger, they're a lot denser, and they're much, much heavier and darker than the other light and bright marbles that we just discussed. Now these dark and heavy marbles automatically sink to the bottom of your jar. And again, whatever the makeup of your jar is exactly what you are made up of, and what you're made up of is also attracting like marbles towards you. So if you're somebody who's always happy, always go lucky, people are always saying, oh my gosh, you've got such great luck, okay, then you probably have a lot of those light and bright airy marbles floating up the top of your jar, which is another reason why when you're happy, when you're in a great mood, you have a little bounce to your step. Now, what if you're one of those people that lots of bad things seem to always happen to you, and life just seems like a huge struggle? So you might have a lot of those dark, heavy marbles at the bottom of your jar, and those kind of act like shackles to your feet. They're actually weighing you down, and you could wake up in the morning, feel, grief, feel depressed, feel resentment, whatever it is, and you're actually feeling heavier, physically feeling heavier, because your body is actually being weighed down by these heavy negative emotions. So think about your jar and what you're made up of. If you get triggered easily by certain events, certain people, then chances are you have those types of marbles in your jar. It's not that somebody makes you angry. You already have anger within yourself that gets triggered from certain actions or maybe even certain people. So think about that the next time you do something, speak to someone, have an experience. What kind of marbles do you want to put into your jar? Do you want to put the light, airy, wonderful, beautiful marbles into your jar so that you can feel more uplifted? Or do you want to put those heavy marbles in? And I want to emphasize the fact that I'm saying, do you want to? Because it's all a choice. This is all a choice. Your thoughts, your emotions are a choice. And when you're weighed down by lots of heavy marbles, chances are you'll feel that you don't have a choice, because this is just something that's automated. It's almost like it's programmed into you to collect these heavy marbles. But what I can tell you is that everyone has a choice. Sometimes what you need to do is slow down a little bit. Slow down so that you're not going in automation mode and doing the things that you're normally doing, because it's obviously not working out for you. This is what's happened to me in the past. I thought everything was happening to me. People were to blame, experiences were to blame. But the fact was, I was in autopilot and I was collecting all of these heavy marbles, and I couldn't help myself. I was so busy, I was so stressed out, so weighed down by so many things. How on earth would I have time to slow down and think differently? Well, it actually worked. When I actually hit rock bottom, I hit a wall, and I had no other place to go. And so I decided to listen to some different advice that I would have dismissed in the past. And I started to breathe a little bit differently. I started to do a bit of meditation, and my life changed dramatically. So if you're ready to improve your energy, then subscribe to my channel for more, or reach out to me, and I'm happy to show you how to live a happier and healthier life.